Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my videos. Alright, in today's video we are once again gonna be working on my truck. This is my 1999 Chevy S10. I love this truck, man. She's been nothing but nice to me. But today we're gonna be changing out her differential oil. Now I want nothing but the best for this truck, so I went ahead and went with motul. This right here is the viscosity meant for my truck, so might be different for your car, but I'll be honest, I don't know when the last time this got done to this truck. I don't know if it ever got done to this truck, but the truck has almost 78,000 miles and I want to make sure she's good. So today we're gonna go under there and check how bad it is, or if it isn't as bad as we think it is. Now, based on the conditions that I got this truck in, I think it needs some work and maintenance done to it. I don't want to go ahead and work with a warped differential cover, so I went ahead and just order a new one. It's not that expensive, and this one right here actually comes with a drain plug. The one that I got right now doesn't have a drain plug, so in order for you to change the differential oil, you got to remove the cover. But next time we can just drain it through this little drain plug. And obviously I got my gasket right here. These two actually came together, but I want to make sure that I apply a little bit of this on there. And I'm gonna have this as everything here linked down below for you guys, even this Milwaukee pry bar set, because when we remove the pan, I want to make sure I got something to get in there and remove it. But first things first, let's get under the truck and remove the old pan. Alright, if we go under the truck, you're gonna locate the differential. As you guys can see, cover is very old, very rusted out, kind of looks like it's never been tampered with. But there is a total of 10 bolts holding that cover down. Make sure you have your pan ready to catch anything that's gonna fall underneath, because as soon as you start to losing these, the fluid's gonna come straight out. And you can look at the cover and see that there is no drain plug whatsoever on there, so I'm very excited to put this cover on there. I'm gonna start off breaking each bolt loose with this 1/2 inch breaker bar and my 1/2 inch 13mm, and then I'm gonna remove the rest with my impact. So wish me luck, hopefully I don't break any bolts. Right, all the bolts are removed. I got them all over here nice and sorted out. Now what I'm gonna do is remove the pan using my pry bar. As you guys can see, there's some already leaking from there right now. All I gotta do is help it out. So let's take this old pan off right now. Alright, I went ahead and cleaned up the rear diff surface as much as possible. That thing is nice and clean. I went ahead and also put a plastic bag to avoid getting any junk in there, so we can now go ahead and take this off. But check that out. Now I'm very happy that we got a new cover, because this thing would be a burden to clean. Check this out. This thing is extremely old and filthy and rusty, so not a lot of prepping needs to be done on this other than some kind of wax and grease remover on here, because we are going to be applying our RTV and gasket. Now this right here is just mostly to help me keep the gasket in place as I put it in there, but we are going to apply some to the pan and on the differential in the bottom. So once we do that, I'm going to tighten everything by hand using my little ratchet, and then I'm going to torque everything down to 25 foot-pounds. Once that's done, we should be able to go ahead and add our motul oil. Alright, guess what? The cover that I ordered is the wrong one. This right here is the OEM one. This right here is the gasket that came with the cover that I ordered, and the holes don't line up, so it's the wrong one. This right here is slightly bigger, and that's why the holes aren't aligning. So yeah, it's not the right one. I went ahead and cleaned it up because I did apply some of this on there, But now that she's all cleaned up, I went ahead and went to Advanced Auto Parts and picked up this OEM one. Check it out. I got this for around 30 bucks and it came with the right gasket. So shout out to Advanced Auto Parts for not only having the gasket but the differential cover as well. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed because I was looking forward to having a drain plug on this cover, and we're not gonna have one because this one doesn't come with one. Nevertheless, all that matters is that we get this fluid on there. I also went ahead and got 10 more of these bolts, so we're gonna be putting brand new bolts on this bad boy. But let's go ahead, apply some of our black gasket, apply our actual gasket, and add our fluid. Don't forget, we're gonna apply some gasket maker to our differential cover and the differential itself. That also helps keeps this gasket in place. So that's how it looks with just the gasket maker. Now I'm actually gonna put the gasket.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your...
Alright, now that we got the cover back on the differential, we can add our differential gear oil. This right here is the kind that I'm gonna use. Once again, this is gonna be linked down below for you guys. But I went to Walmart and bought this siphon pump, and this is what it looks like. Now it came with a bunch of extra material, so I chopped a little bit off, but hopefully this is gonna transfer this into the differential. Now I still gotta pop that differential fill plug, so let's go down there and remove it. I'm gonna be using a 3/8 extension and my 3/8 ratchet to remove that fill plug. Alright, we're gonna fill it up. We're not gonna stop until we see it overflow. Switching to a different type of funnel. Let's see if this works. Alright, let's do this. Bottle number 2. Number 3. This is also the last bottle I got, and it hasn't dripped yet. We got the new fluid on there. We got the new cap on there. We got new bolts on there. I would say today was a very successful video. I'm very glad that we finally got that fluid changed out. I also went ahead and added a service sticker. I still got to fill out the mileage, but I went ahead and put the date and then the viscosity of the fluid we use. That way I can keep track of it because I got like 4 different cars. So it'd be hard for me to remember when I did the service. So I just write it down on that little sticky note and stick it on there. Again, check that cover out. Crispy, my boy. Now I am gonna have everything linked down below for you guys. The cap, the fluid, the gasket. So make sure to check out the links down below. Now I'm not gonna go ahead and let the car run. I'm pretty sure it's not leaking right now. I let it just sit there for a good minute and nothing seems to be leaking. If it does, we'll address it in the long run, but for now I think it should be fine. The truck is still going to be sitting like this because we are going to be changing the transmission fluid on her. I have the fluid right here, as you guys can see. And I want to get as much fluid out as possible, so I'm just letting her sit so that gravity can make everything go to the bottom. But until then, this is Javi from Javi's Productions. Peace out, my friends.